a live stream of the hospitals being built in Wuhan. And that number there, 6,275, that's actually 62,759,000 people live streaming, watching that simultaneously. That is a lot of people. And they're all like, JaYoe, build that thing, JaYoe. 62 million people watching one live stream. That's pretty amazing. Hey guys, my name's Matt. I am typically cycling around the world, traveling on my recumbent trike. I came to China to help my daughter and wife move into a new apartment, and I was supposed to be moving boxes and everything and going through all of our personal items and separating and throwing away and kind of going through our life piece by piece and saying, do we need this? Is this necessary? Should this go? And now what we're doing is we're going through all of the stuff and saying, what do we need for the next X number of days, X number of months? Because we're trying to leave in 24 hours. In 24 hours, we should be on a plane headed to Hong Kong. From Hong Kong, we should be transferring on a flight to Chicago. I am in China. If you do not know this, I am in a city called Ningbo, which is south of Shanghai, and about the distance from Las Vegas to San Francisco from Wuhan, which is where the virus outbreak is. Our tickets are still valid, and that's nice to know, considering that the World Health Organization just labeled the virus as a global threat, which puts this whole thing in a new context. I was rummaging through bags and stuff trying to find glasses. I found a pair of goggles in my work outfit, like my work bin, and then I found these for me. These are my cycling glasses. When I cycle during the day, if it's really windy and it's dusty, I could wear these, but I found these, so these will be mine. Craziness. So I am reading the news and constantly checking, hoping that things are okay. I heard a lot of news saying that mixed families are going to have a little bit of trouble, and my wife is Chinese and I am American, and my daughter is half and half. But I think most of those problems are happening from people trying to travel out from Wuhan, which is the affected region. And we're affected, obviously. We're affected. Like, there's 500 plus cases in Zhejiang province. There's 428 reported confirmed cases. Confirmed is what they tell us, but who knows how many. We're going to make our way to the airport, leaving here at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we are going to ride to Shanghai, go through an extensive and probably frustrating health screening or security check. We're trying to travel light. I figure I can just buy warm clothes when I get there, just wear my warm clothes, and I'm a pretty good traveler, so this will be testing that merit. I think today would be nice to drive around and see the city for one last time before we leave, but I don't know. We'll see how things go. Right now, I'm waiting for the crew to get up and get going, and I'm fielding calls from family and friends from all over the world. I have a lot of good people. You're good people, JaYoe. These are our fish. We have three clownfish, but nobody wants to leave their house to feed them. And Annie doesn't want to put anybody in potential trouble to come here and actually take care of our fish, so you three guys are about to go on an adventure while we go on an adventure. I filled it up way higher, like, as a matter of fact, it's over the filter, so it's full of clean, fresh salt water. I mixed it today, and so they will be on their own. We'll see if they can subsist. We'll see if they can live. I mean, there's a potential the water will be non-existent when we come back. Somebody's up. We're gonna ride the China train. What did you tell me last night before you went to bed? You remember? You said I've never done anything this
high risk.
high risk.
I told me don't want to go.
Bad timing. Time for our last lunch. You doing okay?
No, last lunch.
Last lunch in Ningbo.
For this time.
Well, yeah. What happened? Is lunch ready? Oh, is that rice? It's very hard, honey.
快看，我说饭好了，打开以后，米娅。
I think she's a little preoccupied. It's gonna be crunchy rice, I'll tell you that. Good quality crunchy rice. Anyways, we're at lunchtime. Things are going okay. Eva's going stir crazy. Are you excited to go to USA, honey? Go to America? Woohoo! Your big American butt is gonna look perfect there. Perfect butt. Perfect butt. Perfect butt. Perfect butt. Perfect butt.
所有东西都必须要干净，可以吗？妈妈会带 blanket 去，睡觉的时候妈妈会给你铺好，用我们听的。
不要扔掉。
扔掉没有用了，你的手一定不能乱碰，知道吗 ？Cannot touch. Can you touch the table? On the seat. Put your feet on the seat. Can you? No. Can you put your finger into your mouth? Nose? Eyes? Chin? No. All the face? No.
刚碰到了。
At home now is okay, but when you go out, we are on the way, on the plane, you cannot, okay?
Very important, honey.
Okay? Mommy gonna wear you the mask. If I say cannot take out, you cannot take out. 好，我饭好了，先给你吃饭。
我先睡一会儿哦，然后你拿过来后我就吃。好吗？
News keeps flooding in. I really hope I'm doing what's in the best interest of my family, and we don't get caught in a, in a worse debacle. But so far, the flight's still on. What's that say?
Ningbo Traffic Police Station. Because of the virus, we need to control. Please, if any place they stop you, check. Cooperation. Not joking. That's what I know.
Yeah.
From Ningbo government. Please control. Please, corporations government control. Try to stay at home. Open the door. Wash your hands. Don't go to place where you have people. If you have fever or throat hurt, infection, show up stuff like that. Please go to the 特定的医疗机构去看病 ，go to the specific.
That kid back there wasn't wearing a mask. His mama should be smacking him on the ass.
传染了好几个人在他们村子里，消息是真实可靠的。
There was a case of the virus at one of the workers at one of our factories.
You can put the heat on your butt and kill the virus.
Annie just cured the Wuhan coronavirus. Ass heat. If we had to stay here, we would be in the house for a month. A friend of mine said that this time of year, in the future, it'll be like a lot of people will be born. This will be their like conception day.
No.
People are going to be having a lot of sex because they're bored.
In end of October, there's a lot of people will be born, and 10 years later they go to school. They will ask their parents, "Why in my classmate like half of us, we are on the same birthday.
Because we were stuck inside.
Nothing to do.
If we were stuck here, then I would probably start playing my Ahu more. Practice the Ahu and make a shit ton of videos. Eva would be the worst though. She would get really tired of being inside.
It's not good either way. If I let her watch TV every day, maybe she can survive. But she will be more and more lazy. Mommy, I sit here, you bring food to me.
Annie's dad needs some masks, so we're gonna go get some of our extra masks and drop them off with him, which will give us a chance to kind of look around a little bit, scope out. So far, it doesn't look. It looks like light Chinese New Year traffic. You know that video I showed you earlier, the live stream of the guys building the hospital in Wuhan? I guess it was down. How long was it down for? Just a few minutes, or just there was a scuffle? Some of the workers were fighting with each other. You got to imagine that it's a very stressful situation. You're under the clock. You're trying to build that thing. The whole country's kind of rooting you on. I guess one of the crews got angry at the other crew and they started fighting, so they turned the stream off for a little while. Have you seen some of the clips of the doctors? The doctors in Wuhan, you know? There's just a lot of stressful crying
But now
instances.
I think it's better because the government already take over the government. City government.
Yeah, the head government of China sort of kicked out the leader of Wuhan and reinstalled somebody. Right? It's tough. It's a tough situation to be in on a whole. So do you think this is more empty than normal on this day in Chinese New Year? I don't think so, right?
Not too bad.
I mean, honestly, at this city in Ningbo, during Chinese New Year, there's a lot less people. It's empty. Most people are leaving to go see their family somewhere else in China. So 1 o'clock in the morning, we have a car that's going to take us personally all the way. There is a friend of ours who's a driver. He's got a minivan. Minivan guy? Is that going to be him? Yeah, and he's going to take us to Shanghai.
I confirmed that. He said, I don't take any people I don't know.
Yeah.
But I told him you have
Just
to
you and I.
clean the car before you come.
I think we'll go through a bunch of health checkpoints, eh? When we get into Ningbo, or get into Shanghai City?
Probably.
Yeah. Do you guys remember the episode where we looked at houses and there was like a $10 million, I'll tell you, million RMB house? That was one in there.
What if my grandma? Well, I guess I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Even it happens, nobody can go all together. Now, Grandma, you have to stick out until this finished.
Please. We thought Grandma was going to check out years ago. She's a fighter. This is Annie's dad's place. Typical tight-knit high-rise community. You think there's more people in this complex than ours? I think so, right? These buildings are busier.
我给你送点口罩来。Your face.
Yeah.
My friend made me nervous. He said, "Don't eat." I don't eat. It's okay, but how can Eva don't eat?
The whole flight? It's a long flight not to eat. Don't eat on the plane. Don't take your mask off. Crazy days. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in Ningbo. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? stay away from Corona. I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised at how busy it is.
Still have people think I'm not that bad luck, you know.
Yeah, overconfident.
Until they got it, they say, "Fuck, I am bad luck."
Yeah, lots of people out and about. Many of them without masks. Just to give you some.
Like last night, I went to the parking lot to get the chicken from our neighbor.
Yeah.
I didn't wear a mask. I run downstairs. I think I told myself only for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it only takes 2 minutes, right? So this area here is Lawaitan. This is like the busiest foreigner district. This is where you used to come to hang out and have a few beers with your friends. It's where everybody came to party, and it's pretty much shut down from what I can see. My friend Bruce has a bar there. Coincidentally, it's called Uncle Bruce's. He said the authorities came by a while back and gave him some paperwork and said, "You need to get out of there. You're not allowed. Clear out. We're going to turn off Lawaitan until further notice." That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense, but it's also interesting. I've had many a drunken street food on this corner. We're at Sister's house for a final dinner before we go. 1、2、3，开始。
还没有 Sorry.
All right, not ready yet? Okay.
Ready?
Go.
Okay, open. What is the name of the play?
Playfriend, welcome to my plastic playfriend song.
Okay, welcome to my plastic playfung soundchin. Now what?
This was like one of this. Everybody loves the coop.
Is that it? Yay! Eva is very good at making plays and performances and songs by herself. Some of it's Chinese, some of it is English, some of it nobody knows. How do you sing your songs, honey? How do you make up your songs?
Sometimes frightened.
Exactly. You okay over here? Oh! Whoa.
I get more and more stuff. Here's problem.
This is too much stuff. Look at it in the camera. Look at it in the camera. Looks like a tornado hit this place.
Here is all Eva clothes. Because her winter, like if she want to play snow, in the snow.
Remember what we said in the beginning?
Take less. I think all the big stuff.
Do you think we could fit everything else in that bag here?
Because my clothes is not in the luggage yet.
What are we doing, honey?
Trying to protect Eva. Okay lah. Finish work, honey. Remember, finish work.
You're
You
like
have a tent?
baby in a bubble.
好了，放进去。手不可以伸出来啊，在 airport.
She's a bubble baby. Is that cool, honey? Look.
Daddy, come.
Come inside.
Come inside. Oh,
Wow, that is so cool, honey.
你帮我盖这个啊，
这个不用盖起来。
我帮这要盖。
You're like an astronaut, honey, in space.
You don't come, Dad. Come.
Okay.
I can't stand here.
Come over here.
You can come in.
I'm inside. Hi. Hi.
You're gonna stand now.
If I stand, I'm going to lift it off your head, honey, because I'm very big. See? See? That's about it for today. In about 10 hours, we will pick up on our way to the airport in Shanghai. We have a car that's going to take us there. Kind of funny. Nobody's allowed in our complex, and nobody is allowed by foot to exit out of only one exit and entrance. So there's going to be some juggling of luggage to get our stuff out. So far we've got the car seat and a couple of bags, but there's a bit more to go. So we'll probably get Eva sleeping and keep on working on this stuff, but I will end it for you guys because I'd like to get this out if possible. If you guys are interested in following my travel journey, and you're kind of confused with the timeline is a little bit messy. I've tried to distinguish the different storylines by the color of the banner. I'm breaking out like crazy because I normally never shave. Anyways, so the red borders right now are all about this this segment of time right now, dealing with the virus and everything. At a certain point in time, I will switch to the yellow borders on the videos. When the yellow borders pop up, you know I'm talking about the cycle tour. We're back to the cycle touring thing as I cycle a recumbent trike around the world. So I should be on the road right now, but extenuating circumstances. So let's see, tomorrow should be quite an adventure. Hopefully it all goes well. The WHO keeps posting things. American airline pilots are ready to strike.